This week's G.I. Joe toy review, where I finally get to look at Snow Serpent. Um, this is part two um, of a two-part collaboration with Joe Motion Videos 82, where he did the Black Major Snow Serpent. Um, so let's take a look. But before we look, let's take a look at our shout-outs of the week. First, for Time Traveler Toys and Collectibles, where you can buy, sell comics, toys, and collectibles. And you do get anything there from G.I. Joe to Transformers, which I bought them for that are up there from Time Travelers. And they're pretty cool. I keep them in my living room so that way I can sit there and look at them from time to time. But you could buy them from Time Travelers. You can also get like G.I. Joe and Thundercats and He-Man, She-Ra, Star Wars, Star Trek, WWE, Marvel, DC, just about anything from them. So go ahead and check them out. Then go to Forefront's community or Four Colors Fantasies, and which is on 80 Weems Lane here in Winchester, and which is actually right near Buffalo Wild Wings. And you can get new titles, back issues, role playing stuff, collector supplies, cosplay, gaming cards. You can check them out and get anything you need from them. So go ahead and check them out also. And if you're needing of any form of counseling, whether it be premarital counseling, marriage counseling, or just any kind of counseling in general, go see Dr. Robert C. Brown. He's not really a doctor, but he plays one on TV. Or at least that's what he tells me anyway. And his office is at 133 West Boscawen Street, Suite 10. And his business is Healing Grace Community Services, reaching hearts and changing lives. So go ahead and check them out. I mean, he's a really, really cool counselor. He is anyway. So go ahead and check them out if you need any form of counseling. Then go back to the Walking Mall at 41 South Loudon Street and check out Back to the Media, which they specialize in all kinds of video games, going all the way back to the Atari, all the way up to the new stuff. And they got music, movies, and toys, and comics, and collectibles, and whatnot. So go ahead and check them out. So let's get to our star of the week, our very, very special star. When we'll start out with his file card. The Cobra Polar Assault, codenamed Snow Serpent. File name is classified, which should be Farius because he's an army builder. And his primary military specialty is Arctic operations. Secondary military specialty is infantry. Birthplace is various countries, because he's a army builder. And it says Snow Serpents are the Arctic specialist branch of the Cobra Eel unit, Cobra Frogmen. They must undergo the same rigorous training program as Cobra Eel troops, with the addition of a 6-month cold weather course somewhere above the Arctic Circle. Other aspects of their training include airborne operations under Arctic conditions, anti-tank procedures, and the use of snowshoes, skis, and kayaks. And then the quote at the bottom, I don't know who it is, who's from, but, it doesn't say, but, it's still a quote. If the Cobra Eel troops are the elite Cobra naval branch, then the Snow Serpents are the best of the best. How else could you characterize an individual who would parachute onto an ice floe in sub-zero temperatures and then be prepared to march 50 miles with full field pack, assault rifle, and anti-tank weapons? Really makes him sound kind of badass, doesn't it? But let's take a look at his accessories that he comes with, starting with the figure stand, up where his Cobra logo, codenamed Snow Serpent on the front. And then he comes with these pair of snow skis, or not snow skis, but snowshoes, which in my opinion look like tennis rackets that you could wear on your feet, but that's cool. I mean, they're pretty cool looking design. I kind of like them. And then he's got his assault rifle with collapsible stock that doesn't actually collapse, but it's like a softer rubbery plastic. If you bend it far enough, it will break. Excuse me. But his AK is actually pretty cool. And he comes with his mortar launcher. Once I can learn to speak English. Anyway, but pretty cool little design. You know, it's not quite as cool looking as Sub-Zero's mortar launcher that we saw a couple of weeks ago, about 2 months ago. But it's still cool. And this is his field pack. As you see, bedroll on the top, and then he's got pouches on both sides, and then the one on the front, and the little cover for right there to go into it. And he's got this little peg right here, which is supposed to fit this part of the mortar launcher. The little divot right there is supposed to go right there on the peg right there. Well, Butterfingers. But this is his backpack. It's pretty cool. You know, so let's take a look at Snow Serpent with his black face mask, white helmet, and goggles. And he's got this grayish looking fur around his collar and shoulders, which is removable if you pop the head, but I don't like to pop the head to remove it. But it does hinder a lot of the articulation with him wearing it. You know, he's got this little cobra symbol right there, the little furry parts on his forearms, his little blue parachute web gear pack, and the off-white kind of goes down his legs out to his blue boots. So the articulation is his head does rotate 360, but it does have a tendency to pop off. But it's hard to, it does have a good up and down motion, but it's hard to rotate because of the shoulder, the fleece part of his uniform. His arm does rotate to about right there due to the hindrance of the shoulder pads. His arm does rotate full 360, does bend at the elbow, does rotate the full 360, and it does rotate at the whole gauntlet, but it does somewhat get hindered by the fleece on his forearm. He does have the ab crunch feature, but it is somewhat hindered due to the web gear, but it's there. His leg split to about this far. He lift his leg this high. He does have the double knee joint, and his ankle does pivot as well as swivel the full 360. So let's take a look at our man Snow Serpent all geared up. Here's the Snow Serpent all geared up. You know, really cool looking. Like I said, I can't put the mortar launcher on the backpack because it won't stay on. But he does make his first appearance in the comic book, I think in the early 20s, I believe. I'm not sure, but if I'm wrong, correct me. But I think he makes an appearance in there. I may be wrong, but his first appearance that I can remember is in the 5-part miniseries Arise, Serpent, or Arise. Even though he could come earlier in the first season, I don't remember fully well. Let me know in the comment section if you do find it. But I think he's a pretty cool figure. But you know, it's a pretty cool figure. And my thoughts on the Snow Serpent is, actually I'm wrong. He doesn't have an appearance in the comic book. I'm wrong. And his first cartoon appearance is in the Revenge of Cobra Part 4. You know, in the second 5-part miniseries. Okay, had a brain fart. You know, I forgot to look at my notes I got here on the side. But he does have a role in the Part 4 of the Revenge of Cobra 5-part miniseries. But like I said, my thoughts of the Snow Serpent. You know, he's a pretty cool figure. I like this for the first winter trooper for the Cobra organization. I think it's a pretty cool figure. Nice look, nice design. He's really equipped for winter battle. He does travel light. You know, that's pretty awesome because it's kind of hard to carry a whole bunch of stuff when you're in the freezing cold. But I would rank this figure as a top tier figure because it is a very awesome trooper, especially the Army build, and have multiples of this guy. You know, so I would definitely get him. But if you want to watch the vintage version of Snow Serpent, you can watch Forum BX257. You know, he does a vintage version of this, as well as Hooded Cobra Commander 788, who does a full review of the vintage Snow Serpent, as well as a quick shot of the vintage Snow Serpent, as well as a compare and contrast with the vintage and modern versions of the Snow Serpent. But you can watch the other modern videos of Joe Fan 82 and Sanitarium Productions, you know, to watch for the Snow Serpent. But this has been the Snow Serpent. Thank you to Joe Fan 8 or Joe Motion Videos 82, who does the Black Major Snow Serpent, and he also has another vintage version of Snow Serpent video out already. So go ahead and check out that also. So, but Byron, thank you for being a big supporter of this channel and doing the our second collaboration. Our first one was on Gung Ho back about a year ago. It's good to be able to do another collaboration with you. But tune in next week as we're doing a vehicle, the G.I. Joe Arctic tank of the Ice Dagger. This is going to be a sweet as hell review, because I actually love to look at this and all the features and the play features that this thing does come with and all the gimmicks. I think it's pretty awesome. So definitely tune in next week to see this awesome massive snow tank. So tune in next week to see that. But this has been the Snow Serpent. See y'all in the next one. And as for Cobra Island, now you know, and knowing is half the battle. And thank you for your support and your prayers while I went through my little COVID scare last month. But I'm doing well, as you can see. But tune in next week as we do the Ice Dagger. This has been the Snow Serpent, and we are signing off. Have a good and blessed day.